Tonight, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. We'll see Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the New York Giants. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. And losers their last time out, so they'll look... to make amends here. And what... Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. On the return, Jabril Peppers. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Giants ready to go to work on offense, and leading him out, their third-year quarterback from Duke, Daniel Jones.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately, one touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Throwing Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
One of the better defensive linemen in the league, can be absolutely dominant at times. Chris Jones has been a Pro Bowler each of the last 2 years. In 2020, just 7.5 sacks. But he did have a career high of 15.5 just 3 seasons ago in 2018. He and Frank Clark provide excellent pressure against opposing quarterbacks.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man right side is Ingram. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And the Chiefs offense now ready to go to work for the first time, led by Patrick Mahomes, the 2018 NFL Most Valuable Player.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. The numbers for Travis Kelsey last week. 7 catches, 65 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And Hill with it over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Throwing now is Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Well, Charles, you talk about this offense this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this now a 17-game regular season. Because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, you know, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not really much of an advantage. You might be playing well, not slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
It'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And he had to be pleased at the start of the last drive. The offense was moving, but certainly not pleased at the end result, an interception.
And every team we ever talk to at some point in the conversation, the coach, player, someone talks about, you know, we've got to finish. We've got to finish off drives, finish off the game. There's an example there of not finishing, doing everything right, but not getting the result that you need.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Reggie Ragland, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants on one play have taken the lead. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense
NFL Madden League Season 202021 games and highlights will be coming up next on Sports Action Infinity 22.
Can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Able to get this to Gordon. 7 yards the pickup there. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he'll work it across midfield.
The NFL Madden League Season 202021 Week 8 matchup will be coming up next. Dallas Cowboys 5-1, Minnesota Vikings 3-3.
Try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a give. This is McKinnon. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defense in front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
NFL Madden League Season 202021 Week 8 matchup will be coming up next. Tampa Bay Buccaneers 6-1, New Orleans Saints 4-2.
They run the counter. McKinnon. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter. 7-0 ball game. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
The NFL Madden League Season 2020-21 Week 8 matchup will be coming up next. Tennessee Titans 5-2, Indianapolis Colts 3-4.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
We get a look at Sterling Shepard as he and the rest of the offense march out into place. Second quarter here, he has only 1 catch, but they have the lead. You got to think, though, he's going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player of his magnitude, it costs them in other areas. And right now, with them losing, they may have to change their focus, and maybe he will open up a little bit more as the game goes on.
Yeah, well, so far, just the single catch.
And some play callers, when they go into games, they don't mind calling a lot of screens, and they don't care what down. They were maybe 1 block away from really having something there to start this drive. Good job defensively to cut through the blockers and make the tackle on the screen, or that could have gone for maybe 15 or 20 yards.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Jones. This is Shepard on the catch. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Back to throw again. And that'll be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
The NFL Madden League Season 2020-21 Week 8 matchup will be coming up next. Pittsburgh Steelers 3-3, Cleveland Browns 4-3.
Gets to the 10. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
The NFL Madden League Season 2020-21 Week 8 matchup will be coming up next. New England Patriots 3-4, Los Angeles Chargers 4-2.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 31, Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where it was the Jets who were able to come away with the win at home. Zach Wilson, strong in the victory, as his guys looked better than a team that had won just one game coming in. From there, we're off to check out another game. And things didn't work out so well as they fall to the visiting New England Patriots. Mac Jones leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. Finally, let's get to the desert to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers leading the way again as his guys run their mark to 8-1. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And the Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Second down, McKinnon. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that one will be accepted. Mahomes to throw on second down. Powering forward. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Mahomes to throw once more. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Gets it to Gordon. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now. You remember last week they defeated the Carolina Panthers here. Good momentum. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javarius Ward. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. To Gordon, out left. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. He finds McKinnon, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. Handoff, it's McKinnon. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Chiefs have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. 5 plays there on that drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. New York's offense back out there and set to go. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. A handoff to Barkley. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Looking to throw. Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Mahomes now on 1st down. That one complete to Hill. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. But quickly to Kelsey. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Now here's Mahomes. Being chased out left.
Having times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
They'll run. Here's Burton, the fullback. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mike Burton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And, boy, that was a heavy set. I think they had 3 tight ends out there. The fullback, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fool anybody at all, were they? There was none of this show you heavy set, bootleg it out. No. Big guys up front, hand it to the big guy in the backfield.
Butker now to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
So now Jones and the Giants trailing 17-10, just over 2 minutes to go. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. Here's Jones on 1st and 10.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Pass complete to Shepard.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Here's Jones.
First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. To Barkley on the check down. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Jones.
Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Evan Ingram. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Gano now to add the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
And now here comes Kansas City. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Here's Mahomes.
connecting with Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. He's got Gordon. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 8, and defensively they'll say you can have that. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gordon. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 38-yard line. They run it with McKinnon. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Face mask. Defense.
Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
McKinnon now going to try the left side. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. KC's offense ready to take over. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
And how about that? So many times the big play is what does it in overtime. They got one there, move the ball past midfield, and now you know they're on the move, looking to score the game-winning touchdown, because a field goal won't finish the game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Screen play, McKinnon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here in OT.
And a team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you...
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing, Jones. Over the middle, complete. That's Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Jones and Shepard with a connection there for a Giants first down. Operating from the gun, Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Back to throw. Jones. And Rudolph has it left side. Not much there, only a yard. 2nd and 9. It's Barkley on the counter. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Again, it's Barkley. And down inside the 15 he goes. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. 2nd and 7. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. To throw is Jones. This is caught. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Giants, they get a much-needed victory to get to 3-5 on the year. And they will get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.